Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of No Proof Needed, where we sip, review, and have real conversations about life without alcohol. So tonight I'm breaking down 10 things I no longer entertain in my sobriety. These are the things that I used to let fly when I was in survival mode. You know, you're trying to cope, you're trying to fit in, you're trying to keep up, you're just trying. But now, no, we not living like that no more. They won't have access to us at all. And y'all know before we get started, I'm sipping on something. So tonight we got the Partake Blonde. This is can you see? This is a new beer. I have not had it yet. It's only 15 calories. So I'm excited about that. Again, for the people who working out, you know, we got to still stay sexy. They have empty calories. So we going to go ahead and get started. So go ahead and pull up your NA drink. You know, mine's right here. I'm about to pour it. Don't forget, you know how to pour beer. Tilt the glass. Let me see what this tastes like. But we don't get into the review till the end. Y'all know that. But I can't wait to taste this. I love a new beer. So before we jump in, what does your version of peace look like these days? What are you protecting? What are you done explaining? Just sit there for a second and let that go. And while you do that, I'm going to have a sip, see what this tastes like. I'm excited. Explaining myself. I no longer explain myself. I did that for months. And I'm explaining because at that point I was worried about what people thought about me and explaining to people who don't even matter. And most people are actually, they have all the questions of why you're not drinking out of nosiness. They want to know if something happened. They're not coming from a place of love. So you do not owe anyone an explanation. Just say, I'm good. I'm good is a full sentence. And no is as well if you didn't know that. So we're going to have a new affirmation. My peace does not need approval. Say it with me. I used to explain all the time. It was strictly for validation. It didn't mean nothing. It actually made me feel awkward, judged, and a little self-pity. But people who actually love me, the people who are actually in my corner, they get it. They didn't expect an explanation. They did not want one. Most people, they say, good for you, congratulations, I wish I could do that. That's how it should be. Peer pressure games. We all grown. You're grown, I'm grown. So why are we acting like drinking is a group assignment? But I hate to admit it. I've been that person. You ain't drinking tonight? Just one. Let's take one shot and that's it. And we got time. You can drink water before it's time to go. It's still early. Hindsight is 2020. Isn't that what they say? I didn't realize that I was actually doing this to keep the attention off me. Because if I had 3 and you had 0, now I'm that one. That's not a good look. So now I'm at the point, I say no. And if you keep pushing me, I don't stay where my boundaries are being ignored. It is time to go. No, I am good. Again, statement. Reminder, boundaries are not a suggestion. They are the standard. One time I went to this small barbecue. Everybody was drinking. I wasn't drinking. Everybody was cool. They respected it. A couple hours later, I'm in the pool talking chit chat and they bring out a watermelon. They're passing it around. No watermelon jokes. But I tasted it. It tastes funny. I was like, what is this? I'm glad I was talking because I only took a little bite. I was like, it tastes funny. They was like, oh, it's infused with vodka. That's not the same as drinking. I was like, yes, it is. Absolutely. I was devastated. Like, I had to talk myself down from that for like days in my mind. Like, it was only a small bite. You barely tasted. You didn't drink because I am so focused on my journey in the months and the celebrations. I didn't want anything to affect that. But anyway, just a reminder, check your stuff. When you go to a bar, make sure, double check, non-alcoholic. We are at a point In our sobriety journey, whether you starting or you 10 years from now here, do not be embarrassed to say, hey, does this have alcohol in it? You sure this is not alcohol? I don't drink. It is okay. We are not being scared. This is our health. This is our journey. This is our truth. We don't want alcohol. Make sure it's not in there. Verify. And don't forget, double check them fruit bowls. Environments that don't match my energy. I don't need to be in any room where alcohol is the main event just to feel like I belong. I've been to plenty of those places. I am no longer in that space. If the whole vibe is how we can get fucked up, I already know I don't need to be there or it's time to go. And usually I just don't need to be there and I won't go. I'm in a place in my life where I'm choosing peace over anything, especially temptation. Why am I going to go to an environment where it feels like I have to purposely dodge a trigger? Like, am I going to order a drink? Oh, I want to drink. Maybe I need to drink. Everybody else drinking. Everybody else getting turned up. No, we're not doing that anymore. So don't stress yourself out trying to show up in rooms that don't support your healing, your journey. We are grown. It is time to take different steps. Not drinking has made me so much more comfortable in my skin. As I mentioned in the past video, sobriety has forced me to look in the mirror. And if you have not did that, look in the mirror. At least do it once in your lifetime. It's a hard pill to swallow. I had to relearn who I was, then decide who I wanted to be, and then decide to love me. And honestly, I love me some me. The growth I've experienced is something I never saw. Like, I never saw this coming. If you're not growing, where are you? You stuck. And where are you? Stuck in the past. Next up, people who only hit me up to party. If the only time I hear from you is when it's time to turn up, that connection expired a long time ago. But you know what? Be honest again. I used to have categories for my friends, and I had that let's turn up group of friends. People were always down to, let's be honest, excuse my language again, get fucked up. We went out fully expecting hangovers the next day. It's just what we did. It was time to turn up. Thank God for growth. I'm being serious on that. Let me get back to the point. At this stage of my life, I need people I can build with, rest with, pray with. And if we can't vibe while I'm being sober, we aren't really vibing. I'm gonna throw out another affirmation for you. If we can't connect sober, we have never been aligned. Think about that. That's deep, right? It's gonna make you look at some relationships. Who are the people? The ones who offer you mental, emotional support, the ones who hold you accountable, the ones that invite you over to dinner. That's your circle. That's the people you should be around. Luckily, my people love me regardless. But honestly, I have distanced myself from a couple of people where our bond was basically just drinking. When we met, it was over drinks. When we hung out, went on vacation, did different things, it was all about drinks. And you know what? They don't even know about my sobriety journey. Not that I was trying to avoid them. It's just looking in the mirror, you realize, and going through this type of journey, who your real friends are. And I evaluated them, and it was just like, it's no point of trying to rebuild that. And I'm also very aware, and this is something some people don't know. People are in your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And they were in my life for a season. And that's it. It's time to move on. Internal guilt trips. I used to feel bad for being the one to say I'm not drinking. I think I'm going to head out early, or just know I can't make it. The guilt that is built into my DNA. That was the people pleasing in me. That was the old me thinking I had to explain every boundary just to be accepted, because what? You don't want anybody to be mad at you. I'm done with that. Now, I honor my limits. I respect my No. And let's be clear, this did not happen overnight. This takes time, therapy, but on the bright side, it's going to get easier. Trust me. Reminder, there is no guilt in doing what is best for you. Whew. It took me a long time to remember that. I have stayed at places way longer than I wanted to just to avoid looking lame. Is that the word to say now? I know my best friend will be like, what the hell you say lame for? But anyway, but now I leave when I'm ready. Not when people think it's acceptable. People will talk about you either way. So protect your energy. This is your journey, not theirs. If you need to go, go. Chasing false highs. You know, drinking makes you feel like you're invincible. You got confidence, you being fun, it's easy, you got the liquid courage. I saw a quote the other day that said, liquid courage. You only drink because you ain't got the balls without it. I know some of y'all felt that. But after you drink, the crash is always the same, liquid courage or not. Every single time. This stage of my life, I need clarity without the chaos. I just want to be happy where it lasts all day long. It does not evaporate in the morning, and it does not come with any regrets. Let's cheers to being sober. So what are you doing now that you're sober? What makes you feel high on life? Do you know? Have you thought about it? Have you evaluated? Once you do, name it, claim it, and keep it. Celebrate it. I used to pregame just to loosen up. You know, before I go out, that was the norm. Let me take a drink. Let me have a glass of wine. But now, when I go to events, I show up exactly who I am. That confidence, it hits different. It forces you to grow, because unless you plan to be a hermit, you got to start showing up as your full self. You have two options. Keep hiding behind that party version, or you need to step into who you really are. It's scary, but it's something you need to do. Like, I do not regret it. It's one of the best decisions I ever made in my life. I wish I did it sooner, but that wasn't a part of my journey. One drink won't hurt. One sip, one drink, one night. That's how the cycle starts. You know, we can't be negotiating with habits that try to break us. Every time I have told myself just one, it turned into three, and then some, depending on the night and what I was doing. I had to get brutally honest with myself. That wasn't control, that was denial. When I first started this journey, I said I would take a 6-month break. That 6 months turned into a year, which is a good thing. Then I told myself when I hit the year, when I go back to Italy, I'm gonna have a drink, but I'm only gonna drink in Italy because they have the best wine that I have ever tasted. It's like it melts in your mouth. But, you know, the more I thought about it, the more I said it to myself. And again, being realistic with myself. If I go to Italy, and could I really just have one glass? That glass is gonna turn to a bottle. It's gonna be like, oh, you're on vacation, it's okay. Then I start thinking about, well, really having flashbacks of the drunk Afi. They came flooding in. I knew I didn't wanna be her again. So I made with my own peace. And when I go back to Italy, because I will, I love Italy. It's the best place I have been so far outside the United States. I'm not drinking, I'm sober. But I'm hoping they have non-alcoholic wine, we'll see. Conversations about how boring sober life is. If the only thing you can say about sober people is that we're boring, you probably don't have a lot going on yourself. We have nothing to prove to you about how fulfilling our life is. If you've just been in these past couple videos, you know my life is very fulfilling. We just deciding to try to choose peace. If someone told you that you used to be more fun when you drank, when you got drunk, got turned up, evaluate your circle. I say that in every video. Whether you drink or not, know who really supports you. Know who is in your corner. People calling you boring because you're sober, that's not just disrespectful. It's revealing. And you need to focus on how revealing it is over the disrespect. The real ones will adjust. The fake ones, they will fade out. Either way, you're better off. Evaluate your circle. Romanticizing the chaos. What do I mean? You know, I was like, girl, we had so much fun last night. Oh, I got so messed up. I can't remember what happened. And you trying to be cool about it, but the whole time you like really freaking out. Like, did I act a fool? What happened? Did I do something? Did you wake up in the wrong place? All that's romanticizing the chaos. That's not cute. So during this sober journey, I woke up and I was hungover. I was devastated. I was crying. I was upset. I was mad at myself. Like, why did you get drunk? What did you do? I couldn't remember anything. Guess what? Oh, Jesus. It was all a dream. But my dreams are so visual and realistic. I thought I really got drunk. I woke up panicked and distraught, and I just honestly started thanking God that I wasn't, because I saw the old Afi and it was not cute, and I never want to go back to her. It was so real. I was like, you did it again. You did it again. Like, you went, at that point, I can't even remember, but it was at least 10 months. Like, you went 10 months without having a drink, and you sat there and then you got drunk. It was so real. I thought about that for days. I was like, thank you, Lord. It was a dream. Downplaying myself. I've never been a shy person, but I can definitely admit that I've had my moments where I downplayed myself around certain people. But on this journey of growth, that's not something I'm doing. That old version of Afi does not fit in this new version of Afi, who is now stronger, more confident, softer. You have to know me to understand that. I think before I speak, I watch, I observe, and I just look at it like this. If I'm too much for you, go find less. It's out here. I'm just not for you, but I am loving who I am, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters, because I'd rather be real with myself than be accepted for something that I'm actually not. I hope you guys enjoyed this conversation. It was a little deeper, got to know me a little bit more. But yeah, those are the 10 things that I am no longer entertaining in my sober era, which I plan to be my forever era. This journey of me, I'm done explaining, apologizing. This one. No longer entertaining things that disturb my peace. I love this version of me. I hope you guys get to a place where you loving who you are. But we are running out of time. It's time to go. Let's get back to the beer. So today I had the Partake Blonde. They had several different kinds. Partake has several different kinds, but that's the one I chose. I haven't tried a blonde non-alcoholic beer yet. The color is gold. It's good. It has a crisp taste. I like that. It's actually kind of strong. It's only 0.5% alcohol by volume. Again, that's the amount of liquor that's in the actual can. It's only 15 calories, so I could drink a couple of these and not have to worry about my beer belly, because summer coming up, bikini season, okay? I really like it. I would definitely try it again. I have a whole 6-pack, so I got 5 more to try, so I am ready. Don't forget, if you're not following me on IG, is No Proof Needed TV, and my TikTok is No Proof Needed. So it was great. Come back and see me. Thank you for joining. Bye.